Hey, welcome to Northern Soul Vlog, where we're sucking back coffee and wasting time. So I thought I'd just, while I'm doing this the hard way, I thought I'd do some talking and stuff like that, right? So I've got one of my external cabinets for my guitars, my amps, and I was just going to swap out speaker in this, and of course it's got like 50,000 screws in the back, and my drill, the batteries are, let's just say they're past their best before date. So I got one, of course they're flat, so I've got no power. So I'm doing it the old fashioned way, with elbow grease and sweat. I'm not really sweaty, but do you know what I mean? Just doing it the old fashioned way. The way they used to do it, you know, like 20 years ago, when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Yeah, this is an analog way to do it. So if you're a hipster, you'd really appreciate what you're watching here. So I was just thinking about what to talk about while I'm doing nothing, while I'm doing this donkey work. And I was just thinking about the reason why I'm taking this out is because I just purchased a 2x12 cabinet. Hoi! Let's get in the picture, in the zone. There it is, 2x12. So you got two 12-inch speakers. I've got one in a box, one in here that I want to shove in there, and unfortunately means I'm going to have to do all this work. The reason why I got a 212 is like, well, everybody should have a 212, but I've got two speakers a little bit different, so I'm going to do some mixing and matching, because that's interesting to me, is to, you know, put things together, mix it up, and see what you get. Just, I don't know if it's just curiosity or what, but it makes things exciting for me, being a gearhead. I love stuff. So one of the things that I've noticed in life is, if you got a hobby or multiple hobbies, or if you're like me, and if you're like me, then throw it down in the comments. But if you get this, where you do a hobby for a bit, and then you're almost like, okay, well, I kind of get that. I'm going to go do something else completely different. And so then you go do that, and then you end up with like 50 hobbies that you're at least okay at. Like, you're okay. I'm not the best guitarist in the world. You know, some would say I'm not even good, but it doesn't matter. Doing it for fun, right? And I don't have to be Hendrix. Hendrix is Hendrix. There's no room for two. You know, I don't need to be Jimmy Page either. Although they stole half their stuff, if not more than that. Their music. Whoops. But one of the things, if you have a hobby, the one way to inject sort of enthusiasm and excitement is to get new stuff so that it seems fresh again. I've noticed that. So, for example, like I got a motorbike, and then I get one, have it first when I get it, and it's like new and it's fresh and it's exciting. It's like, oh, what's it about? And you ride it, and you ride it all the time, right? You just like really enjoy it because it's something new, and you're learning about the bike, and you're interacting with it, and you know, learning. Everything's fresh and exciting. I guess it's like going on a first date or something like that with a stranger, right? And everything's just fresh and exciting, and even the negative aspects or quirks of anything fresh is exciting. So, but after a while, it's the same old stuff. You've done it 1,000 times, and then next thing you know, it's like you stop riding, and that's kind of where I'm at now. But then you get a new bike, so you sell that one, you get another one, and then all of a sudden it's fresh again, and it's like day one of riding, except you know how to ride. And I find that's pretty much the same. So if you have like a hobby like guitars or something like that, then either get a new guitar, or that could be quite expensive, but a new amp, new speaker, new if you have vacuum tubes, just get some vacuum tubes. I've been doing some tube rolling and stuff like that, where I'm trying all these different, try to get the best out of the best out of that particular amp, best sound I can. And it's so subjective, right? So what sounds great to me might sound absolutely hideous to you, and that's fine. But the idea is, like, if you get, or if you're into snowboarding, like whatever it is, try getting a new piece of kit. Just get some new equipment and see if that does it for you. Or if it's something like, if you're riding bikes or boarding or whatever, try a different scene. Or if you're listening to the same music all the time and you're like, I know, I hate to say it myself, but sometimes music's like, I don't want to listen to all the stuff I've been listening to. And I don't even know, sometimes it's difficult to find new music that you actually like, because it's like everything sounds the same a lot of the time. So it's like, well, where's the good stuff? Because it doesn't seem like that stuff really gets promoted. It's just the same old, bubblegum drivel that's been on the top of the charts for the last 60 years. It's the same old, don't want to challenge your mind or anything, but challenging the mind is exciting, and you want to do that. I think that's why in society, the more safe it is, the more we have warning signs on everything, the more we're not allowed to do anything that may be potentially dangerous, unless we all agree like driving cars is okay, but don't speed, because whatever, it's dangerous going in a straight line in a Corvette. Apparently it's not. The car can do it all day, and the bike can do it all day because it's designed to do it. It's just all the idiots behind the wheel that throw it away, that ruin it for everybody else, alright? Because all it takes is one, it makes the news, and then you'd believe that it happens 4 times a day. But it doesn't really happen that much at all. But that's the problem with news as well, right? Come on, go! Let's use some gravity. See if that works. Oi! Oh, losing rings. Come on! Look out, Ree. Okay, there we go. Oh, what does the inside of a speaker cabinet look like? It looks like a lot of air. A lot of empty space. Uh-oh. Oh, don't want to be bending that. Oh! Oh, it smells kind of foul in here. What? Okay, it kind of looks like that. This is a trainer cabinet. It's a 1x12, if anyone's interested. Actually really, really excellent. Good deal. It's value priced. I think it's a value price. But it ticks all the boxes and everything you want. I think this one's supposed to be, was that a made up word? I don't even know. It's supposed to be for, oh god, I can't even remember the brands anymore. So this is the problem. It's like you get into something, if you're like me, and then you research the absolute balls off it. You know everything about it, and then you get away from it for a bit, and then you have so much knowledge that you just start forgetting things, and then you don't remember anything, and then things start blending in with it. Why is that flashing? All right. Whatever. Look, I don't have epilepsy, because that flashing on that light would just cause me to go into an episode. Okay, so let's continue on here. I've got to take this bugger out. I love this speaker. This Jensen, I might do a speaker shootout. It seems like a lot of work, because the problem is, like, it takes forever to take these stupid backings off. There's those speed ones where you kind of just clamp it down and you have like a butterfly nut. And I try to get one of those because I like the idea of swapping out speakers real quick. Right quick. And then you'll be more inclined to actually change speakers. But since it's such a pain in the arse to do, I almost just buy cabinets for each individual speaker, and then you end up with like about 1,000 cabinets, which is fine because you stack them and it looks awesome. But quite pricey. What are you doing back there? This one's trouble. This Rio right here, I don't know if you can see her, but she's a troublemaker. Wow, it's super slow. Put some music behind it. So that's all I want to say. Oh, let's see the finished result. Right? It's me plugging in. Come on, you bastard. Oh my god, this is... Why are the bolts so long? They don't need to be that long. It's like 2 feet long with the thinnest threads, so you have to like... Look at that, that's unnecessary. It's not even right. Look, it's like bending this thing. I didn't even realise it when I was pulling off. Last thing you want is one of these ripping off. Yeah, man, this is either going to be really enthralling or the most boring video you've ever seen. Oh, you bastard. It's like kind of like stripped. I wonder if I put it in and I was like thinking, oh man, this will probably never come out, so that'll be alright, right? Hopefully I don't have to screw that in too many times. This screwdriver is so crap. I think it's made out of Play-Doh or something, because it's like... Come on, just... It could be like that. I should seriously have a YouTube channel called I Hate Everything. I know somebody's already got that, and I thought, man, that's genius. That's like the best title for a channel ever. I Hate Everything. It's me just grumbling about trivial stuff. Like, this doesn't even matter. If I like, I don't know, fell on my speaker and the magnet came off and stuff, that would be something to really complain about. And I just realized there's only 3 screws in this. That's me half-arsing it. I probably lost a screw or something like that, or I got stripped or something, and I was like, 3's enough, isn't it? 3 is a crowd of screws. A lot of people don't realize that. Crowd of screws. I don't expect this video to be very popular. It could be really relaxing. So say you're really lonely. I expect really lonely people to be watching this, or people that just can't get enough of my voice, and they're like, "No, you're alright, mate. I just listen to you go on about nothing." Some people say that, but seems it's hard for the creep factor not to toss that shit. Yeah, there it is. That is the Jensen C12N. No, K. It's a K for crafty. So this is 100 watt. Bad boy. Usually found in, I think this is the regular speaker, the default speaker that they put in the Blues Deluxe reissues. I want to say the Fender amps. And some people love them. Love tapping the paper. That's what she said. Some people love them and some people don't. I think on their own, amazing bass response. Look at the size of that. Very heavy as well. So you, my friend, can go away for a little bit, because kind of over the whole screwing thing. That doesn't, I mean, like unscrewing. I'm not over screwing things. I'm just, where did I put the other one? There you are. I'm seeing the other box. Jensen, come home, baby. I keep things all wrapped up because I like things shiny. So that's the end. If I'm not mistaken, that's a 50 watter. That's a much deeper, isn't it? So that's the they're both Jensens, and they're both in the same class, which is the modern retro style. So it's trying to mimic the old speakers of yesteryear. I don't even know if any of you are even interested, but hey, come and learn something. There we go, Jensen loudspeaker, made in Italy, both of them. Hell yeah! I forget who owns them, Rotacon or something like that. Apparently, it's a great job to mimic the yesteryear speakers. So these are ceramic, hence C for ceramic, 12-inch, which is fairly common, probably the most common for guitar. And then these happen to both be 8 ohm, because I was planning on using them singly for my amps. But they're both going to go into that, and I'm going to run them 4 ohm because most of my amps can run 4 ohm. If this is going over your head, then great. I don't know what to tell you. Try one of my other videos. Yeah, so N, 50 watt, K, 100 watt. I think that's what they go by letters to tell you wattage. So if it was a Q, for example, it would be like 40 watt, 45, 40 watt. I want to say 40. And then I've also got a P. In a bag, no less. Beautiful. You get the impression that I like Jensen speakers. I've got other ones, but then we've got a Jensen. This is an Alnico. It's the P for Alnico. That's C ceramic P Alnico. Maybe the P silent. And it's the 25 watter. Yeah, it's 25 watts. It's the P12R. R represents 25 watts. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but there you go. That one's a bit dusty. So this comes from my Blues Junior. Whoa, magnetic. My Blues Junior Relic Fender amp, and I'm going to bring this back, and that's going back into that cabinet that you just seen. Let me pull this one out of, which is 100 watt. Bad boy. Lots of bass. I should probably just do a talking thingy about those speakers. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, the whole point of all this crap was to talk about change it up. If you love something and you're questioning whether you like it anymore, just try doing something different or get something different. Give that a go for a bit and see if that doesn't rekindle your love for whatever, even if it's your spouse. Imagine that. Get a different spouse. I hate to say it, but that might be the actual answer. Being so blasé about it, I'm not recommending that people just start ditching their companions. But if they're not really towing the line, if they're not really good to hang out with, maybe it is time to let go and put them up on Kijiji. Sounds so ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We're talking human beings here. Obviously, I'm not serious, but I am kind of serious. Anyways, catch you later.